Morality is what makes a culture. It's morality. And that's why when you have two cultures right next to each other, there is unbelievable problems and they can't get along, like the Germans and the Jews, because they had a different morality. They were different cultures, and those don't work together. Morality within a culture holds the culture together and gives it cohesion. It does wonderful things. It's like in Western culture, stealing is immoral because there's a big thing on private property, and that way you can acquire stuff, and it works very well within that group. But in other groups, stealing is not really immoral because everybody shares most of the stuff. And so it's not that one is better than the other. It's that if your group has certain rules and there's another group with different rules, they're going to clash because they might just take your stuff and you're going to be like, what? You're a thief. Hang the thief. And then they're like, what are you doing that for? We were just using the damn thing. It's just a hammer. And those kinds of problems come up all the time when two cultures are next to each other because they have different morality. And morality is essential to the survival of a community, a culture. And that's what the terrorists did with 9/11. That's what terrorists do because they don't have an army to go take people over. So they shatter their morality because they know that'll fragment the culture because everybody has, they did 9/11. Osama bin Laden, and he knew that would scare us. That's why they call it terrorism, make them so afraid that they go against their own morality. And our morality was that we don't torture people. It's not that torture's so horrible or that we haven't seen it ever since the dawn of history, but we decided we're going to treat human beings differently. And then we showed that we broke down and we didn't hold, I wanted to torture Osama bin Laden after it happened. I would fantasize about that to go to sleep but it's one thing to want to do it, which is a natural human impulse. And it's something we said, but we're not going to give into. And then we did. And then it shattered. That was such a big thing. Well, we really don't respect humanity like we said we did. And then things that were already out there, everything just started collapsing. All the weaknesses that every culture always has collapse. And that's what Osama bin Laden wanted. And that's what we have to do is put our morality back together. And we've got an opportunity because it's either going to be just like the Chinese word, I think, for crisis is opportunity and danger. We've got both here. We could crash and just Western culture could just end, or we have an opportunity to redo our whole moral structure. And of course, we're going to have to keep most of it from the past, but we can add and change new things. So it's an exciting, fun time if we start looking at it as an exciting, fun time. And if we don't, things are going to progressively get worse and we're going to lose very badly.